Our goal was pretty simple, to provide affordable professional counseling in a very simple atmosphere.
The door is open, please come in. And it is a welcoming environment, and it's not a threatening situation, and you don't have to feel intimidated about your background or your circumstances.
It's open to everyone.
We see people of all faiths. No faith at all, many questions, many doubts.
I think we're a little bit different in the way that we meet our clients and the way that they are more than just a job to us. That we're there to support them, care for them, teach them skills, walk with them, whatever the situation may be.
What makes this place very special is that it doesn't have that clinical feel and the quality of work and just the love.
I grew up thinking counseling seems like a real extravagance. I mean, it can be pretty expensive. It's perceived as something that only like middle-class folks or rich folks go for. Well, what about the rest of us?
I think being frank with people and unafraid to talk about it. As far as I'm concerned, the stigmas in mental health are not dealing with it. There really should be no stigma. The stigma is a terrible barrier, I think, to a lot of people living happier and healthier lives.
So sometimes people find themselves in a very dark place. It's very alone, and they think that no one has struggled with those problems. No one has felt those feelings, but that's just not the case. They're not alone.
The interactions that I've had of people who have come back from some very dark places, who have been brave enough and allowed me to kind of accompany them to some of these really, really dark places, and to come out the other side it's a beautiful thing.
I had 3 kids that gave me that strength. You know, every time I felt bad or I felt sad, I was like, they need me. I had to keep fighting.
Doing nothing isn't an option.
You know, I'm thinking about it is not because I'm still sad or I struggle about it. It's not. It's because I see where I was and I see where I am.
I think it is hard to go to counseling. I think it takes a great deal of courage to walk into anybody's office and to make themselves vulnerable. But I think more often than not, it pays off.
I would say give it a try, because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
It was life-changing for me. I knew that this was a safe place, and I knew that I could always come here if I had anything in my life that I needed to focus on, and I needed help in doing that.
There's something very nurturing in the atmosphere here from the moment I walk in and see Melissa.
You know, the best way to show someone that something it works is for them to see it.
In my past, I've been able to access mental health care. It's made a huge difference in my life. So I believe very strongly that everybody, regardless of ability to pay, should be able to get the same kind of help that I did.
If you're in need, your needs can be met here.
If it worked for me, it would work for anyone.
Being a counselor, I love it. I love to problem solve with people. That said, it is hard work. What I start with is just the distress that people feel, just on a personal level, when something's not working out for them and they really need to talk with someone. It can help them so much, just personally. But then these people usually live in households. They live among a family. They live within a marriage. They go to work. All of those places benefit as well when we can help them with their distress. You know, you might be hearing my voice and you might be comprehending my words, but are you really feeling? And if I feel that you feel me, that's worth its weight in gold.
Because our commitment is to the community here, and because we have a sliding scale, that means we have to turn to other people in the community to support the mission, to make sure these services are available to people who can't afford it.
If you can assist with one visit for one individual, any amount makes a difference in somebody's life.
And because we're here, we can make that available to people. It just is a resource they wouldn't have otherwise.
That, I think, is the biggest gift, when people realize that they can create a life worth living.
You know, on the back of my head, I was always saying, what I think matters. I need to get it out there.
If I could describe the center in one word, that word would be community.
If I could describe the center in 2 words, I would say a place of compassion.
The best way that I can think of to describe the center is with 3 words: hope and healing.
I can't imagine what people would have done without the Northwest Catholic Counseling Center.
Without the center, I think there would be fewer people that got good help.
Wonderful people out there that do that for a living to help you feel better and move forward with your life. Well, this is the place for it.